give you an idea of what you can do with all those cucumbers you're getting out of your garden. I only planted one plant, but we have more cucumbers than we can eat. So today I'm going to be making refrigerator sweet pickles. And there's a fly, sorry. So these are sweet pickles, and these are not the kind that you can. These are just, stick them in the fridge and eat them within about a week or so. So what you're going to need is 6 or 7 medium cucumbers, an onion, about a medium-sized onion. Let's see if I can do this. White vinegar, 2 cups of white vinegar, 2 cups of white sugar, 1/4 cup of salt. Now it calls for pickling salt, but you can also use kosher salt, not kosher salt, take that back. You can also use sea salt, but it has to not have the anti-caking agent in it, and it can't have iodine in it. Okay, so that's 1/4 cup of pickling salt. Then you're going to need 1 teaspoon, whoops, that's not the right thing, 1 teaspoon of mustard seeds, 1 teaspoon of celery seeds. Sorry, I couldn't find where I put it. 3/4 teaspoon of turmeric, and 1/2 teaspoon of the dill seed. Okay, so we're going to start off by making the brine, and I have heated up slightly 2 cups of vinegar just in the microwave to help dissolve some of this stuff. Then you add your 2 cups of sugar. Seems like a lot, but these really do turn out really good. And 1/4 cup of pickling salt. Stir it till it dissolves. It isn't completely dissolved, but I'll finish that in a minute. So then I have all my spices in here. That is, let's see, 1 teaspoon of mustard seed, 1 teaspoon of celery seed, 3/4 teaspoon of turmeric, and 1/2 teaspoon of dill seeds. So I'm going to put those in and just keep whisking until all the sugar and salt have dissolved. And then we're going to set this aside and let it cool while we cut up our cut up our cucumbers and onion. So we're going to set it aside. Hold on. Okay, so you want to cut your cucumbers pretty thin. I like to peel mine, but you don't have to. It's really just whatever you prefer. And then you need to cut the onions really thin as well. Okay, so once you have your cucumbers and your onions sliced thinly, you're just going to start layering them in the container. So put a layer of cucumbers. Doesn't have to be perfect. Layer cucumbers, and then a layer of onion pieces. And then just keep layering until you get pretty close to the top. So I'm done slicing up my cucumbers and onions, and I think I used 6 cucumbers. It was 5 or 6, I think it was 6. I had 8, so anyway. And then I have my brine over here that it's cooled off, but I was just whisking it one more time. I'm gonna pour that over my cucumbers and onions. Now don't worry too much if the cucumbers are not covered by the brine, because they'll settle in and it'll be fine. And then you need to cover it up, and now this is the hardest part. You have to wait 24 hours before you can open them up and try them. So I'll be back after about 24 hours to show you what they look like when they're done. This is what they look like after 24 hours in the refrigerator. you can see that the juice is now covering all of the onions and pickles. They're really delicious. So give this recipe a try, give it the thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel. Also, if you have any other cucumber recipes you'd like to share, please leave them in the comments below. Thanks.